Welcome back. Last time we were playing through Kyrandia, we had a bit of trouble with the map. It's a little bit maze-like. I'm not sure if I found everything I needed. I didn't find everything I needed because I found enough rocks to weigh down a plate in one of the puzzles. Game capture's not working. Let me see if I can get that up and running while I talk. So there was puzzle issues where the game is designed in a way. Okay, this frustrated me. It's all coming back to me now. Okay, so there's a plate that you need to counterbalance to to lift a gate, and to do that you need to collect some stones. I think it's 5 stones maybe. Hopefully this starts capturing in a second. There you go. So I better not let this start talking over me. So here's the, if you look down in the game window there, you can see there's a plate hanging with some rocks in the middle of the screen. I had all the rocks that I needed for it, and then our main character, who's an idiot and I don't like, he went in and just threw the stone over his shoulder blindfolded like this, throws it over his shoulder and it misses. And it's like, well, I just collected all those stones and my main character is a moron. And I don't like him. So I've been littering the fire berries around to like mark locations that I've been in the game, in the map. And that was working pretty well. And I even like used a system to mark extra berries. That would lead me back to an altar that it turns out I might need to fix that. So I did that, and I was getting around okay. I'm not convinced that I've definitely searched every single room that's in there though. That's kind of the problem that I ran into last night when I ended the stream. I was like, well, I don't have any graph paper, so I just didn't make a map. So now that I printed off some graph paper, I'm ready to go. I don't know if that graph will come through, but I printed off some graph paper. I've drawn a little square for this room where I'm starting. I've got plenty of different colored pens if I need to mark up, you know, the different room locations. I can use different colors and write a little legend. So we're ready to go. In terms of mapping, we're going to be okay. But the problem is that our main character is such a moron that we might still end up getting screwed over by him. Even if I do map this out properly, he might decide to throw himself into a volcano like he did that one time. Yeah, so I'll flip over to the main view. We'll pick up from here. I'm going to start mapping this place out. And what I'm hoping is that that will show us if there's any areas that we haven't been to yet, or maybe maybe seeing all of the points of interest on one piece of paper might actually help me make a connection. So yeah, that's where we're at. We've been trapped in this cave for a whole episode yesterday. So today's stream, we're going to try and get our way out or progress to a point where we feel like we're actually making good progress. Anyway, let's get started. So these fire berries, when you first pick them, they're a little brighter than this. They will darken each time you transition screens until they eventually burn out completely. If you go into a room and they're burnt out completely and that room is dark, you will be eaten by monsters. I don't know if it's what kind of monsters they are, but it will happen. So what I'm going to do, I've got a red pen here. I'm going to use the red pen to mark rooms with fireberry bushes in them. I'm going to use... Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm going to switch it around. I'll use the yellow pen for fireberry bushes because it's a bit lighter. You know, that makes sense. And the red pen for non-fireberry bushes. There is an emerald room, so I'll use this green pen for that. There's a chasm. I will use, let's say we'll use blue for that. I'll use this like darker blue. Actually, I've already got a darker blue out. I'll use this blue for the cavern. And then any other rooms that we come across, there's an altar, there's sort of like a weird beach area. Maybe we'll use a different color for that. But yeah, I'm going to map out this entire thing, and we'll know for sure that we've been everywhere and that we've got everything we need. So it might be a little tedious and boring, but I feel like it has to be done. So the first mark I'm going to put down after that start room is this yellow. I'm immediately feeling like I should probably have grabbed some thicker markers, maybe some Sharpies or something like that. I do have some back in that cupboard, I think. If this gets too frustrating, I'll do that. But yeah, we're going to be using a lot of red. I think I've got a couple of red pens, but I don't think we'll run out. This is directly north of that room. And then we have this room to the right. I was just carrying around those berries from the start just because I wanted to burn them up and get rid of them. I didn't, yeah. So you can see that's what happens. So we basically, I'm going to go north from here. Yeah, you get the picture though. Like those berries will burn up if you travel 4 squares from where you picked them, basically. I should also mark, what I'll do is I'll put a little mark using the blue pen to indicate where the exits are, like how the rooms are joined. That way I'll know if I need to backtrack and like fill in another area. So this is going to not be easy to show up on the little camera. I'll flip it to the big view just so you can get a picture of what I'm doing for the mapping. I don't know if that's showing up. Yeah, that looks okay. So that grey one there is that where we started, bush in that room. You can see the rooms we've navigated through so far. It is reversed, mirrored. But yeah, there's the door to the south that I just marked off, but I'm not going to go into that room yet. I'm going to go back north from here. Yeah. A 4 pen would also be good. One of those pens with the 4 different colours on it that you can click. That would make this perhaps slightly more efficient. Go north. Oh, this one actually, I marked all the exits. Okay. Yeah, this is going to take a while to map, but I think it's going to be fruitful. No pun intended. Alright, yellow for this room. And exits are new exit to the south there and one to the east. I don't know like if there's a most efficient path I can take to like get all of the rooms filled in with the least backtracking. That could be a fun coding project sometime. Not that I'm planning to start doing coding projects right now, but I might do a coding project stream once in a while, once I get settled into streaming and get a bit more comfortable with it. I'm still learning. And I know I do sit and watch or have some programming streams on in the background on occasion. So I know that people out there do enjoy them. Except to the south here, which I'll take, because that's the only room I haven't visited as an exit from this room. I probably will end up with backtracking, because I know there are some dead ends as well. And you'll see on the door that I just walked through, there's 4 berries there, four fire berries lumped up. If I follow every door that has 4 fire berries lumped up in front of it, I forgot to change it back to main. Sorry. Yeah. So if I walk past each of these, through each of these doors, it'll lead me back to the altar room where there's some mystical floating spirits who will help me if I help them. I just have to figure out how to help them. I'm still working on that. That's why I've decided to try and do this mapping, because the mapping is pretty necessary, I think, at this point. I've gotten quite, well, not lost, but confused, definitely, about potential areas to explore and find something that will help me progress. Because Brandon, the moron main character, threw that stone over his shoulder and lost it for me, which is like, I mean, there are some good elements to this game design, and I don't want to like shame the game designers, but that main character is horrible, and maybe that's what they wanted, but it makes I could see myself rage quitting this game when it came out. I might have rage quit it because I didn't like the main character at all. I didn't play it when it first came out. This is my first time through it, so I have a little more patience than I did back then, I guess. Although in some respects, maybe I had more patience then than I do now for like bad game design. Yeah. It's hard to know. One of those unknowable things, isn't it? I'll periodically I will show the map that I've drawn, and people can take a look and let me know what they think. If you're watching the VOD as well, that's totally cool to like send me a message or something like that. If you want. I don't know if I've got any good messaging system set up. Maybe I'll have to set up Twitter or something. Right. I just got a little like my brain just got distracted thinking about setting up communication mediums. I'll work that out. I might set up an email or something like that. I know I've noticed that the VODs have gotten some views on some of the videos, so people are watching them. Not sure who though. I haven't heard anything from anyone yet. One's only got that one more exit on the east there. Next berry bush that I get to, I'll show the map after I've coloured it in. Let's keep going that direction. Don't forget to mark the exits. And just to be clear, like I said it last stream, but I'll say it again. This is a cool game design. I like it. I just noticed myself on when I'm ducking down out. I'll try not to duck out of the screen. I gotta try and get good at this streaming thing, and I think part of it is that you keep your face on the screen so people can, you know, see what I'm emoting and feel and talking about and stuff like that. I'll pick up the book in front of me a bit. Right. Yeah, this is like I was just going on to say, the game design, like I actually really like this mechanic. I think it's clever. The mechanic of the fire berries, where basically you pick them up and they have like basically enough charge to get you 4 rooms from where you are, and then they'll burn out. I think that's really clever. And when I realized what was happening, it made me feel more comfortable with the idea of like, okay, I've got to navigate this maze. I'm gonna have to like, it's gonna be a lot of backtracking to make sure that I don't run out of charge on those things. And so if I explore like 2 rooms away and I still haven't gotten, um, you know, a fire, like I haven't found the next room, like, you know, the third one, and then that's sort of the limit. Once you get to the third one, you basically have to you're dropping berries in each room as you go, and at that point, it will extinguish after the next transition. So you know, you drop it and then you backtrack and you pick some more berries and you try a different path. It's clever. I do find that clever. It's something that you have to have a lot of patience for, I reckon, but like, it's justified in the mechanics. So what I'm looking at here tells me I haven't actually been in any of these rooms because I haven't dropped berries here. But also looking at the map, where I am at the moment, I'm like down here in the, let me see if I can point at it. I'm here in this room, and you can see the last berry room is way back here. I wouldn't be able to carry berries all the way down here, so I have to take an exit from the previous room and look for berries in there. And hopefully I can bring some in here and get further along. So I'll go north from here, since that's the only exit I haven't been through in this room. And I'll continue my mapping process. But if I do this correctly and don't make mistakes, this is actually, like, this is not unfun. Even though I know I'm not like you know, slaying any dragons or anything, I am having some fun mapping this out. Catharsis, maybe call it that. I don't know. Like, it's been a long time since I've needed to draw a map like this and felt like it was fun and not a burden. So I guess that's what it is. There's a novelty aspect to this map. So it looks like I have been through that room, which means the door that wasn't marked to the north of the room that I said I need to backtrack from, that is this room on the east here. So I obviously have been in there, but I haven't left a berry during my travels for whatever reason. So yeah, you can see there's not a berry marking that south path from here. Sorry, I'm ducking out of the screen again. That's a bit of a... I guess I didn't expect that would be a thing that I'd need to worry about, but now I'm noticing it, I will try and worry about it. Right. And here's a berry room, so we definitely can just get down to that area. I'll color this in and I'll show you the map so far, which I know I just showed it, but I did say the next berry room I would do it in. I don't know why I'm grabbing this many berries. I don't need this many berries. Now that I've grabbed them though, it's easier just to leave them in my inventory and let them burn up gradually. Let me color this in. I'll mark the exits first. I wonder if I should have added mapping project to the title of this so people who are interested in watching cartography can enjoy it. Alright. I just realized I need to mark the north edge of the screen too here, so I'll do a big N up the top. I'm not going to do a nice looking compass or anything, but just an N with an arrow. That should be enough. So there's my N. Yeah, and obviously it's mirrored as well, guys, so if you're watching this and wondering, you might need to take a screenshot and flip it or something to get that. There you go, it's focused now. Yeah, so that's where I'm up to. I'm in that, let me see if I can point to it. Oops. I'm in this room here, the yellow one. Alright, so from here we can definitely travel back to that room. I had a couple of unmarked exits. While we're here, we can drop a berry at the door we're about to progress through. So we know next time we come back, yes, this is a door we've progressed through. Alright. Now here, you can see this berry's slightly lighter than that one that we had there. So I'm going to go south from here. Alright, we have been in this room. I guess I just ran out of berries. That's probably what happened. I ran out of berries when I went through this door last time. I guess. I actually don't really know what happened there, but I'm going to go back and grab more berries and go through that door to the east this time. I won't fill up with that many this time. I'll just grab 3 will be plenty, I think. Should be plenty. Oh, I forgot to mark the exits on the room I just discovered, or rediscovered. I will do it now. I think there was just one to the east of that room, and that one at the north of that room. So here we go. Let's drop this berry and travel across. Okay, great. So this is the outdoor area. I'm going to mark this... I'm going to use like a light blue, or maybe this sort of turquoise. I think that maybe it's like a greeny blue, aqua maybe. Could have a name. No, these pens don't have names. That color. And I'm gonna up next to the end. I'm just gonna write outdoor. I'll color in a square next to it so it's really obvious what I'm talking about. Okay, and here we actually found a gold coin, I think, on the ground, and haven't figured out what that's for yet. Now you can see the exits from here are basically back where we came from, or continuing to the east. Guess what happens when we continue to the east? Fireberry room. And it's just, you know, we're just back in the cave system. So... Right, exits from here look like south and east are the new exits. Whoops. Scribbled a little bit just then by accident. Let's go east. I've been traveling east mostly. Made a nice big cup of tea this time as well, because there was a moment, I think it was last stream or the stream before, my tea ran out and it just felt way too early, and I was like, I really wanted more tea. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, like, I'm literally just mapping at the moment. And that's all I think that's gonna take up a lot of this stream today, because this area is just not yielding the stones that I need to use as counterweight after Brandon dropped one down the hole. But I'll periodically show the map that I've got so far, and each of those like little lines between the rooms, that's the exits that are available from those rooms. And there's a bit of a color code going on there as well. So feel free to chat or, you know, send whatever you want, links or anything like that, and we can talk while I'm mapping, because that's, you know, that's what this this stream is going to be all about, mapping it. I think that's going to be an unfortunate truth. Unless I stumble across a new room that has everything I need in it. I mean, that could happen, I guess. There may be some rooms I just missed when I was trying to map it last time without paper. Yeah, it's tedious, but I'm having fun doing it. Like, despite You know, I know it doesn't necessarily make for an entertaining stream, but I am having fun myself, so uh, you know, deal with it, I guess. It's got to be done, and I'm having fun doing it. What can I say? I'm just going to keep following this path, and I think this may lead to a dead end if I remember correctly. But... oh, actually, yeah, okay. So this was the cave room, the volcano room. I think I'll use orange to mark it, even though I turned it to ice. That's what it was. And I'll mark that on the map. I'll put a little legend up here. So this is where we're at now. The legend's up the top there. Sorry that my camera's flipped, just so it makes it easier for me to point at things. But here's the map, and we're in that orange one down on the very left. Which, if you flip that, it's actually on the very right for me. I won't be needing the orange color anymore. I can put that one back. There we go. I kind of forget what was in the next room. So I'm just going to go in there and hopefully I don't die. I haven't saved it. Oh, it was just a dead end with the bush. That's right. Well, now we know. We've travelled everywhere this path will take us. I think there was a... I have to backtrack like 4 rooms before I can take another branch. So, at least I don't have to map this time. Oh, that's one thing. If you didn't see it in the last stream, when I first came into this room, I thought, oh, this is dangerous. It was volcanic everywhere. I was like, this is too dangerous. I need to get out and like prepare myself for this, like come up with a plan. And so I clicked on the right-hand side of the screen to exit. I mean, sorry, the left-hand side of the screen to exit. And Brandon's like, oh, I'm tough. I can handle this. And he just walks across the bridge and gets burned alive. I'm like, that's not what I wanted to do. And I hadn't saved it for a while too, so I had to like redo all of that travel to find the place again. And especially because I didn't have the graph paper. I hadn't drawn a map, so I was doing it all out of memory, and I think I had to... it took me a little longer to find it the second time, actually. Alright, so this room should have an exit we haven't taken on, you know, during mapping. My non-paper mapping attempt was leaving berries at the doors, and that worked pretty well. But occasionally I'd run out of berries and not leave them. And so I'm filling in those gaps while I'm doing this, as well as just trying to see if there's any rooms that I haven't been to, or maybe I'll find like there'll be a hole in the middle of this map that has, like, you know, if there's a hole in the middle of the map, maybe it's where I need to go. I don't know. I've tried like a little bit of like always choose the exit to your left and stuff like that, and that didn't really work out. I think I forgot to draw all the exits in that room. Let me go back. I think it was just this one was the only additional exit. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so this is going to be the... I don't know, maybe people will enjoy listening to me ramble and color in little squares and occasionally show my work, but I think this is probably going to be a less watched stream, and I'm okay with that. If somebody wants to come in and chat away, then I definitely welcome that. But I'm also happy to just sit here by myself and talk to myself and color in squares. I'm really happy to do this at the moment. I don't know why. It's really not getting to me at all. I think it's because this puzzle, like this maze, feels quite justified because of the berry mechanics, like I said earlier. I'm probably going to repeat myself a fair bit while I'm traversing these mazes, mainly because it takes concentration to make sure I'm marking all the correct exits and know where I am on the map. Yeah, so it's easier just to complain about Brandon being an idiot and Stuff like that. Okay, we've been in new territory for a while now as well, so I am marking them as I go. Interesting. Not actually that interesting. I just... I was expecting maybe a few more forks from this room, but there's not. That's all. That's not particularly interesting. I haven't been this way yet, but I have been in this room, but not the one to the left there. Alright. And it looks like we have been to the south as well, but there is a room to the west of the room to the south that I have not been to yet. But I have circumnavigated it almost. Oh, and it's a light room. That's cool. I wonder if I'm going to find, like, this map spells out the game designer's name or something like that. Here's where we are. Hang on. Let me try and point a pen at it. Oops, don't draw on it. There we go. So we're in that yellow room. And we've got an exit to the north that I haven't drawn the line for yet, but that's where we're going to go next. We've been in all the other rooms around it. Oh, there's a bit of colour bleed just then. That's no good. I like my maps to be a bit neater. Also like my naps to be neat. That's true. Have some more tea. Sorry. Just getting myself distracted a little. I just noticed I've drawn exits in a room, but I didn't color it in, so I don't remember what color I was supposed to color it in. I'm definitely gonna have to go back to it and check that out. Yeah. I think if we have the opportunity, we'll take west from here as well, because that's another room I haven't colored yet. Man, I'm gonna be proud of this map. I might take a photo of it and upload it to somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. How did I... Did I not draw an exit? Or is this like a special room? Uh-oh. This doesn't add up. I may have made a mistake. I've made a mistake. I need to confirm where I'm at. And I'm gonna have to like scribble on my map now because it's not neat. I was just saying how I was proud of it. Ugh. Okay, I can confirm where I'm at. Let's go through. Okay, so definitely here now. Definitely north is going to be that berry room we just left. And then directly north of that. Okay, yeah, this is where I'm going to have to scribble. Okay. And then directly north of this. Okay. Well, we've recovered okay. It's not neat anymore. And of course that disappoints me a little bit. So, you can see we're in the room just north of that room with the two very heavy vertical lines to either side of it. Because I accidentally drew exits there. I guess I just walked through there and thought like that it didn't exist somehow. So I just need to go left and south. Left and south? West and south. and then I'll be in a room that I have not coloured in yet. Okay, and it's what I expected it to be. Alright. Let's go... Is that weird audio? Or is that just my headphones playing up? Could just be my headphones. Alright. Gee, I have to be extra careful about not getting lost. So I'm just going to confirm that this room above here is a fairy room. It is. Good. Alright, let's go this way. And we can resume colouring in the map. I'm glad this map isn't playing any tricks on us. Like the one at the end, toward the end of Flight of the Amazon Queen. That map was just a pain. Okay, exits in all directions. And to our west is a fairy room. To our north and to our east are rooms we have not been. Let's go north. While I colour this in. Okay, exits in all directions once again. We can go north or east to go to a new room. Let's go north. Kind of like rastering. Trying to... I don't know what the logic would be, but yeah. Alright. And our only valid option from new exploration is for the east. We'll continue this. Fill it in. Fill out the exits. Which there's only one new exit in this area. I'll eventually get there and this will all be like well rendered, like a nicely rendered map with a couple of scribbles on it. But yeah, this is actually, like I said, this is not that bad for me to do at the moment. I would have thought I would hate doing this. If somebody said, would you like to do a stream where you colour in a map, like fill out a map for an adventure game? I'd be like, no, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Doesn't sound like a good idea at all. But I'm having fun. I came with a plan. Like yesterday, I was like, we have to really map this area. Like, it's just come to the point where I don't know what else to do. I'm going to map it. And I'm having fun. So, I don't know. But no. Alright, and we found this place. I was reserving the pink colour for this room. Because of the floating pink. Is that the right colour? Is it magenta? Should I call it magenta? But I'm going to use this colour for it. I don't know if you can see it, but that's it there. I just have to make sure I'm colouring in the right cell because I want to make sure I got this right. I don't want to make another mistake like I did before. Oh, this colour's not popping as much as I hoped it would. I wonder if I show this to the camera, if it'll pop or not. Anyway, I'll fill in this legend. What is this place called? This is called the Pantheon of Moonlight. Pantheon. Oh, my handwriting's terrible, so don't expect to be able to read it. But I will, like, scan this up or something. I'll post a picture somewhere. Maybe on Imager, because I already have an Imager account. It's easy. Here we are. Yeah, I can't even spot the pink color on there. It's there though. Just beside that yellow one on the very left there. Oh, there's my legend. Beautiful work. Alright, if we could go south from here, that would be a new room, but we can't, so we might as well go south from this room. Oh, okay. There is an empty cell to the west of this room that I can't reach from here. Or from the south. It can only be accessed from the west of that room. So I'm going to go north, west, west, south, east. Spoilers. This is a room that we can only reach from this room. It probably had a rock in it. one of the rocks that Brandon decided to throw in the hole in ever more extravagant maneuvers until he failed and broke my heart. Well, he didn't break my heart. He made me actually really annoyed at him though. Yeah, and it's like backtracking from here, following the reverse path to get back to where we were is actually the fastest way to get to new rooms as well. Oh, by the way, while I'm here, this slot
something missing here?
Is where I'm obviously supposed to put something. I don't have that something. I thought it might be 2 emeralds. It wasn't the emeralds. I don't know what it could be, but I haven't come across anything except for fireberry bushes and rocks. And those emeralds and that coin. And a key. I hope it's not meant to be the key. I don't think I tried the key on this. I think I'd already dumped the key before I came back here. Well, I'm gonna map the place anyway. I'm committed. Let's do it. I'll come back though with the key and just try it, just for morbid curiosity. I mean, it might actually be the answer, but I don't think so. Wait. What? Wait. My map may be lying to me. Or may be telling the truth. I've only drawn the north and the south exit. I haven't drawn the east exit. Let me do that now. It's not actually wrong, it's just confused me. And, well, it was wrong. Now it's correct. Yeah. I'm actually just going to go south, and then south, and then east, and then north. Because then I'm in a new area and I can start, like, trying to move northward. Did I say east and then north? I think that's what I said. I mean, it's my only option, so I better do it. We're really filling in this map now, though. It's getting more filled in. Which is just another way of saying we're really filling in this map now. I don't know why I repeated it in that way. It's because I've got nothing else to talk about while I'm filling my mind with mapping progress. Hopefully I can go like a straight run all the way to the north. I was hoping that, because then I could fill this in really nicely and efficiently. That was the only reason I was hoping that, not because it would make a cool pattern or something. Oh, I have to remember to draw all the exits. Wait. Wait a second. Really? I may have missed another exit on the room to the south of here. I'm going to backtrack before I finish this room. Just make sure I've drawn it correctly. Okay. I have to confirm this. Yeah, okay. Good. I was looking at the wrong cell, so that's good. I'm glad I didn't start drawing exits on the wrong cell. See what's down here. Okay, cool. What I should do is set up a second camera so it looks at the map while I'm colouring it in, but I can't be bothered. If I... maybe I should do that at some point though. Set up a second camera, just for situations like this I can flick it on, and then if somebody wants to actually sit there and watch me colour in hundreds of cells, they can, and they can be welcome to it. And what I've just done is given myself a chance to forget which cell I'm in. I'm obligated to backtrack at this point because I don't know where I am. If this is a bush room, then I know I'm looking at the right cell, and it's not. Okay, but this should be a bush room to the west. It is, good, okay. Cool, I got myself a little bit lost because I was talking. This is what I mean by talking and trying to map at the same time. I'm not going to be saying that much interesting just because it'll just add to the backtracking that I have to do. Unless, of course, somebody jumps into the chat and starts chatting away. In which case, I'll be more than happy to put this down and talk. Yep. This is the room we found our emeralds, and I've been saving my emerald color for it. We just came up through the south here, so... Oh, this looks good. Good choice for this color. For this room. Sorry, I'm leaning down again. I didn't know I leaned down so much when I was writing before. Emerald room? All this? It's called Cavern of Emeralds, but I'm just going to call it Emerald. I'll call it Emerald Cavern. I don't want my tea to get cold. I'm done with the green now. I'm pretty sure there's no more Emerald Caverns. We've already mapped that room, so let me just draw that north exit and we'll go through there. Now, if somebody's watching the VODs and they're just sitting there watching this, like, fully wrapped, I'll be surprised. But if you're listening in the background, thank you. I appreciate it. If you're not already following, then maybe consider following me on Twitch. Because I'm just going to be playing a lot of adventure games for a while. And I'll be having some intermission type games where I'll be playing something maybe slightly different or interesting. But mostly at the moment, I'm planning to just play through all of the adventure games that I've got on my backlog. I've got physical copies of many of them. And they've been sitting on my shelf, and it's like a physical sign of shame for me. It's just sitting there, and I'm waiting. They're all waiting for me to play them, so I'm playing them. And so far, I've had a ball. They've been great. I played The Dig, which is actually one that I played as a kid. I played it a few times, but I wanted to kick it off with something that I knew and felt comfortable with as a first stream. So I did that. I did it without a webcam and everything though, and it's possible I'll play it again once I get toward the end of this cycle of playing through adventure games. I might play that one again with the camera set up and, you know, with a bit more. I didn't talk at all throughout that whole stream. I just was quietly sitting there playing. I didn't really know if that's what I wanted to do. But you know, I'm doing it now, and I'm having fun. I've met a lot of cool people that are willing to sit there and have a chat or give me some tips on some of the games when I'm looking for tips. That's been good. Yeah. I don't see why anybody would be sitting there watching this VOD. But if you are, I appreciate that. And if you're not already following, like I said, that would be cool. Oh, this is interesting. This is indicating that I have a mapping error if I haven't made a mistake somewhere else. Let me just backtrack and confirm that I'm in the right spot. So if I go west of here, there should be an exit to the north that I haven't mapped. And there is. Okay, I just made a mistake earlier, that's all. Cool. I'm glad we did that. Exits. One to the north, one to the south, which I didn't have before, but I do now. I'm starting to see the boundaries of where I think the caverns have been mapped into as well, which is interesting. I just had a panic, like a very minor panic, like, did I forget to unmute when I started the stream? But I didn't. It's working. I just looked up and went, oh no, is that... Anyway. Yeah, that pink or magenta Pantheon of the Moon not showing up super clearly on the map. Like, it does blend in a bit. Might put some other star on there or something. Gee, we're really pushing the boundaries here, though. There isn't a big hole in the middle of the map that I missed so far. I was hoping that there would be, because that would be like an obvious, like, oh, I should go and explore in that area. But as it is, it looks like I've forgotten to draw an exit from the look of things. Let me go south twice. I should, if I'm where I think I am, I should hit the Emerald Room. Ah. Well, I wasn't where I thought I was. Unless, did I not go south? Oh, jeez. Where am I? Okay, I'm lost. Oh wait, no, north from here could be the Emerald Room. Yeah. Alright. That means I screwed up. I maybe didn't fill in a room that I was supposed to. Or I filled in an extra room that I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, I've done that. Well, it's another ugly line on my otherwise nice map. Alright, well, new territory to the east. Let's do it. Nice. Starting to look pretty cool, man. Look at all that mapping area that I've done. Again, you have to flip it in your head, or take a screenshot and flip it, but yeah. I think I've made like 2 proper mistakes, and the rest of it's just backtracking to confirm that I wasn't making a mistake. That's not too bad, I guess. I shouldn't complain too much. Exits are south and north. Ooh, okay. I thought this was going to be a dead end. I was just anticipating it based on where I am in the map. It's cool that there's another exit on the east there. I'm so fixated on drawing the map, I wouldn't be surprised if I missed like a stone that was just sitting there in the middle of one of the rooms I've walked through. But yeah, okay, a dead end. Alright, so we get out of here, north twice, and then we've got another room to the east that we can try. If that's also a dead end, then there is one more location to the south that I haven't explored, I haven't mapped fully yet. Okay. Everything's matching the map so far, so... Alright, interesting. This is like the far east extreme of the map that we're on so far. It's equal to the room that we just got dead-ended at. Oh, don't forget to draw in the exits. Okay, and it's another dead end. So I can get a little worried. We are... I'm pointing the thing out before I hold it up. It's a bit easier that way. We're in that room that the pen tip is right next to. Gee, hold it still. On camera focus. It's trying. But yeah, we're in that room up the top there. So down here at the south is the only unexplored map area. Oh, you know, that in terms of mapping, I think we have been in there before though, because I think I remember seeing berries in those rooms at all doors. So we'll head down, and then we have to start using our head, and well, I obviously have to go try using the key on the altar in the moon. The what is it called? Pantheon of Moonlight. Alright, what's the best way to get to that south region? I think actually should go west and then south into the Emerald Room. And south again. then west, then south. Oh, wait. No, this is wrong. Oh, you know what? Doesn't really matter. I don't have to backtrack, but I'm just wasting a little bit of time. North. Just gonna hold my finger on the map so I don't get lost. I looked up and he wasn't there. I was wondering what happened. Just still transitioning. We should be going into a light room again. Yep. So south, then east, then south, then west. Appreciate the viewers who are lurking or not commenting at least. I mean, keeping me company and spirit. That's nice. If I remembered my pathway correctly, this should get me there. So this should be a yellow. I mean a yellow. That's the color I'm using on the map. It should be a fireberry room. The south of here, I haven't been since I started the mapping project. So let's go down and see what's there. Alright, this is not promising, I'll be honest. I was hoping for a little bit more of an expansive region. Yes, this is disappointing. This is the last room that has any doorway. And there's nothing in here. Sorry, any doorway that's leading to it. All of the doorways leading out of rooms have now been connected to a coloured-in cell. So we have what I can call a complete map. A disappointing complete map, perhaps, because that didn't reveal any more secrets that I was hoping for. I really did think there was like going to be like some like pathway I could take into the center of the map that I hadn't done while I was doing the mapping yesterday. But no, it took us a lot less time this time because we didn't have to backtrack with all the berries though. So yesterday it was basically a full 2-hour stream of mapping. But now I have a concrete map to look at, and I can see that yeah, there's really not much I didn't get previously. And even now, I've also updated the mapping system so that there's definitely berries at every door that I've been through. So what I'm going to do, I'll hold this up so you can see it. You know what, I'm going to put a little like, I'll put a little circle in the moonlight room. Just so it shows up on the map a bit better. No, I'm just ducking out of... No, a diamond will be a bit easier to identify, so I'll put a diamond on it. There you go. So here it is. This is the completed product. It only took us like less than an hour, I think, to do. Just less than an hour though. I think we're cutting it pretty close there. Alright, it's time to solve this puzzle. I'm gonna get that key and anything else that I left in that front room. I just have to remember which room I'm in and then follow the map back. I think basically from here, if I can go west, go west. Otherwise, go north, and then I'll get there. There is like one south that I'll have to take as well, but that's like the second last room. If I'm where I expect to be, going north from here should be a berry room. Yeah, I think I've got a decent map now. It's only ever going to be useful for this playthrough, and then I'll probably just take a photo, archive it, and forget about it. And if I ever play this game again, I won't feel any qualms about pulling this out. Where am I? It doesn't look quite right. I'm lost. Really? Really? Oh wait, I just didn't... I knew there was one... There was another thing that a feature that I forgot about, but I knew I needed to do it. It's a cavern with like a gap. This room. I haven't mapped that. What color should I use for that? I think I'll go with... I've already used orange and green and blue. I will use whatever color this is. Brown. And then my map will be complete. What's this called? Chasm of Everfall. Chasm's a cool game. I haven't played that. That's probably going to go on my list of games to play like as an interim game. I had a demo of it a long time ago. Finally got my hands on a boxed copy of it. I don't know how long ago now. Years. Anyway, it's on the shelf, like over there somewhere. It's definitely on that shelf. I just don't remember which shelf it is. I'm not going to go over there and look. Can't help myself, can I? It's on there. I promise. Anyway, Chasm. It's a game that I wanted, never got. Eventually I got it. You know, decades later. And I'm going to play it sometime. Chasm of Everfall. Gee, just finished writing. This has been good fun mapping it. And now I think it's complete. Pretty sure. What I might do, after I finish streaming, I might actually go through and like draw in all the walls. That might muddy it a bit though. Maybe I won't do that. There you go. Alright. That'll be the last time we show the map on, I think. Still got half a cup of tea here, so I'm going well. Only problem is with a cup this size, it gets, it does get cool. Alright, so here's our inventory that we dumped out here when we realized we needed to map that whole place. Now that it's all mapped, I know these emeralds are not going to be useful, but maybe this key will come in handy. Maybe the coin. I thought I tried the coin though. I'm pretty sure I tried the coin on the altar. I may have tried the key on the altar too, but I don't remember. What's the quickest way to get there? Let's see. We just entered this room. If I go east, north, and then just travel east, I'll get there. Oh, and I've already dropped berries to lead me to it. It's just that the berries are, I didn't have a map to work from, so that was just after I left that place, I dropped berries at that door, at those doors. But this is definitely a more direct route than my berry path. We've caught up with the berry path by the look of it. Alright, let's try the key.
I'll bet something fits, but this is not it.
This is not it. What about the coin?
I'll bet something for this.
What about the flute?
I'll bet something for this.
What about the scroll? I think I did try the scroll.
I'll bet something for this. I'll bet something, but this is not it.
Oh boy. You know what this means? I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Because my plan was to map out the whole cave system, which would obviously reveal the last stone I need, or the thing that unlocks this. And obviously we're in a position now where I don't have that answer that I was looking for. Like, I didn't pick anything up. So I could travel through every room of the dungeon again that I just did. I'm calling it a dungeon. The cavern again, and see if I find that last, maybe I missed something. That's an option. I could go looking. I could go hunting. Or I could look at a walkthrough. And perhaps I'll realize by looking at a walkthrough that I'm screwed. And I was supposed to bring something else in here with me. And not knowing that has doomed me to eternally wander these halls. That's possible. Because that's the kind of game that I expect this to be. Based on how much of a horrible person Brandon is. And based on the unfair feeling deaths that do occur on occasion. I wouldn't put it past the developers of this game to be like, you know what would be cool? If you get in here and you get locked in, but you don't have the special thing that you need to get the mystic power of flight. And so you just have to realize that you don't have what you need and restart the game from scratch. Which is what I would need to do, I think, because my saves are all in here. I typically don't do the 158 saves that people do, like, you know, I'll say. So I might have screwed myself. The autosave, I'm pretty sure, is inside this dungeon as well. So if that's the case, I will probably play up till this point on off stream, just to get back to some sensible place. It's possible that's what's gonna happen, you know. Fire berries, I'm like 99% sure don't help us. I'm pretty sure I tried this out of desperation.
I'll bet something fits in there, but this is not it.
I think these headphones are really not very good. They're distorting his voice a lot. I wonder if I'll watch the videos again later and make sure that it's not distorted on the stream as well. Alright. It's possible that the outdoor section might have some answers for us. Let's see what the quickest way to get there is. Like if I just go south until I can't, then east until I can go south, and then go south, then west. That doesn't make sense, that's okay. I'm going to try it. Keep going south until I can't. And then I'll go east, and then I'll immediately go south, and then I'll immediately go west. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to try and keep an eye out for stuff. Funny, all these stalactites and stalagmites, you'd think maybe he could knock one of them down somehow. Maybe by playing his flute. Oh, that would be so annoying if I had to go, like, if that was the solution, and it was just like, you just have to randomly play it, and eventually one of the stalactites would fall down, and you could use that as a stone. That would be terrible. And it would be the kind of thing the game designers of this game might think to do. Like, I'm not even joking about that. I think that, I wouldn't put it past them. The way things have gone so far, it feels like a completely reasonable idea. I really don't want to have to resort to a walkthrough, which is why I'm doing my best to just play Did you see that? Did you see that? That stone. It blended in so well with the background, I never even noticed it was there. I walked past it ages ago, and that is the stone that we need to get out of here. Pick it up, put it in our inventory. What I'm going to do... I'm going to walk back to the altar room, and I'm going to try and put the stone in the slot, even though I know it's probably not the thing I need to put in the slot. But just in case, I feel like I should do it. Just in case. Do you know what I mean? Like, this game is so backtracky and tricky. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the correct solution. I'm so glad I have the map now. It makes it so much easier to navigate this place. Yeah, like I said, I don't expect this to work. This stone to work on the Moonlight Pantheon. Wherever it's called. Pantheon of Moonlight. I don't expect that to work. But if it does work, then I will just save myself a little bit of time. If it doesn't...
I'll bet something, but this is not...
And now that I know that doesn't work, I'm happy. Because I tried it. That's what it comes down to. Like, this game is so cruel with puzzles and time-wasty stuff. Like, so last stream... Or stream before last. Yeah, stream before last, which might have been the first one. I can't remember now. I've lost track. Birthstones. You had to go around collecting, like just walking around like I am now. But randomly, like in some of the screens, there would be a stone. Like a jewel. Like a, you know, not an emerald necessarily, but a jewel. So, pearl, onyx, a variety of them. Just a variety. Once you collect them all, there's a plate. You put the stones on the plate. If you put the correct stone in the correct order onto the plate, so like the first one first, it will be absorbed into the altar and it will display a little like diamond filled in with that color that you used. And you're like, okay, that's great. And so then you got to put the next one in. But the problem is, every stone that you put in that is not correct, it gets burned, just like the berries do when you're walking around these caverns. It just burns away. And you have to go hunt around the whole map and find another one. But it won't spawn multiples of them all. It'll only spawn there's a few that spawns multiples of, but most, like, if you found them, they're not going to show up again until you burn it. And so yeah, that's a huge time-wasting design. So I cheesed it and just saved my game before using any of the stones. And just went through and, like, cracked it that way, you know, brute forced. Which one goes now? Oh, that one? Okay, great. Load my game. Okay, which one goes now? Load my game. Okay, which one goes now? Load... Until I got it right. Less cocky this time, aren't you, Brandon?
I did it! I can get back outside.
You're a moron and I hate you. Oh, this guy I do not like. I think there's more caverns that I haven't explored yet, actually. So maybe I should start mapping this, because... I mean, if there's more like this, then I need to be well prepared. Let me... And there still might be mapping requirements, even if it's not this type of thing. Like, I can put these berries over here and take one with me. Okay. We're back in the normal looking environment. Wow. We're finally back. I don't know. I'm relieved, actually. I just have a sense of relief that I'm no longer trapped in that horrible place. We now need to find a way to unlock the Pantheon of Moonlight altar. And we've got plenty of time to do it, so let's go. We're finally not just random mapping the random dungeon. Oh boy. Okay, no, this is okay. This is just a dead end. I may still need to start mapping. That's a solid possibility. Here are some of those gems that I'd mentioned. A topaz. An aquamarine. Yeah, we've had some adventures so far to get to this point, and I've had fun. I mean, the main character is horrible and I don't like him, but other than that, this has been a fun game. Like, it's not something that I would expect from a game where you have such a dislikable main character, but it has been pretty fun. And some of the, like, mystical stuff has been fun too. I've enjoyed that. The characters, some of them are funny. Most of them so far have been a little grating, to be honest. Not the best review, I guess, to say that, but they've been... At the least, it's interesting. I'll say that. So I wonder if I need to find a moonstone is actually what I wonder, because that's...
What a messy housekeeper.
Yeah. Brandon? Thanks. That meant so much. Here's an emerald that I couldn't get earlier. Now that I've got emeralds...
That emerald is really wedged in there.
I don't know what the point of this is. Alright, what are we going to do? We are going to wander around looking for a moonstone, because a moonstone was one of the birthstone options. The birthstone altar is over to the west from here, I think. Yeah, look at that. And we have a pearl. Is one of these the moonstone? Opal. Onyx. Amethyst. None of these is the moonstone.
Work.
The moonstone must be one of these guys.
Nice work.
Right, what do I do with emeralds? I don't know. I'm gonna leave them here. Topaz, leaving it here. Aquamarine, leaving it here.
Pushed away.
No more items. Well, I'm gonna swap it then, like this. What I'm gonna do? I already tried. You know what? I'll take the topaz. I already tried the emeralds. I'm leaving them here. I'm gonna take a peridot, amethyst, sapphire, a garnet, a diamond, a pearl, and an opal. This stuff can all stay here.
Too bad I can't take a quick nap.
I'll take this with me too. Brandon, like, he just wants to take a nap. He's a weird character, very sort of self-centered, not the nicest guy, like, doesn't want to play with his kid friend. Like, he's not a nice guy. Very strange. Very strange choice for a main character of a, like, a fairly popular series. They made 3 of these games. They, like, I think they're lesser known than the Sierra and LucasArts, obviously, but, like, Westwood made some really good adventure games. This game, not bad. Like, I'm enjoying it so far. I haven't finished it, but not bad. Then we have Blade Runner, which I did play on stream already, and I loved. It was the first time I played it, and it exceeded my expectations. Like, to be fair, I hadn't been told by many big fans of the game that it was amazing. I had heard a little bit about it, but when I played it, just awestruck how well they put the game together. Like, honestly, probably one of the better movie adaptations I've seen. Or they borrow from the book as well as the movie. Yeah, I was so impressed by that game. I could go on and on, and I already have. And I probably will go on about it again. Yeah. Good game. Westwood, a really solid studio. It's sad that they're not more games like what they made. Um, yeah, I don't like this character, sure, but the games that this studio makes have been great. Alright, I need to start paying attention to my map. So what am I doing with all these stones? I'm just going to try them all on that altar and drop them on the floor in there. Like, whoops. I don't see any other use for them. So, if it comes back, if it comes up, I'll know where to go to get them. And that'll be fine. Yeah, look, again, I don't have the Moonstone, which is the one that I wanted to get, but there was a pile of them and I can try them all. And backtracking is part of this game. I'm resigned to that fact. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Alright, Topaz.
I'll bet something fits in there, but this is...
Okay, can I drop it? No.
I'll bet something, but
No.
this is not... I'll bet...
No.
But... I'll bet...
No.
I'll bet
No.
something... I'll bet
No.
something...
Oh, maybe Onyx. Could work.
I'll bet
No.
something, but this...
Bells kind of look like moons.
I'll bet something,
No.
but... I'll bet
No.
something fit, but this...
Diamond?
I'll bet something fits,
Okay.
but this is not...
That's fine. Thanks, Brandon. We don't need your commentary on every single stone that I try. Let's go see if we can find a moonstone. I'll be good, and I'll go back and put these near the altar where all my other junk is, and collect my other junk before I go hunting for a moonstone. I am still relieved. I'm still have a sense of relief that I got my way out of here. I found that stone, which was well camouflaged. Well camouflaged. You know, if the designers wanted to be mean, they did a good job of camouflaging that stone. So well done, designers. So why am I trying to deal with those guys if I've gotten out of the cave system? Well, because they can teach me how to float or fly or something. And there's obviously a cavern in here that I couldn't cross. And the obvious answer is that I'll need to fly across with their training. So it might even unlock a new spell for us in our amulet. Right now the only spell we have is a healing spell, which we used on a bird to heal the bird. I tried using it on an old man to reinvigorate him, but that didn't work. I don't know what. I just thought it would be worth trying. No particular reason. Music out here has a bit of a beat to it, doesn't it? I hadn't noticed that before. I honestly don't remember if there's a quick way to get where we want to go. I could be mapping this area, but it doesn't feel as necessary as it did when I was in that cave system for so long trying to figure out what to do. So this is not the first time that I've had let's call it confusion or a like let me more realistically put it. This isn't the first time that a game has made it difficult enough for me to notice a thing that I needed to click on, and I've been stuck for more than an hour on it. And it probably won't be the last time that happens. Alright, let's start dumping this stuff in exchange for these things. There we go. I think that's what I needed. Everything else is just junk at the moment. The only special things in this scene, as far as I'm concerned, are those emeralds. Everything else is just basically junk. I take one of the emeralds with me? Maybe I should. Maybe I should take both. Or maybe I should leave them both here. Oh, I can't. Yeah. Let's go find a moonstone. That's got to be it, right? Like, it's literally called the Pantheon of Moonlight. It has to be. It may not be, but it has to be. Oh, my apple.
Oh, look. It's got half a worm in it.
Okay, that might help me catch a fish later? Or is that just a joke?
Oh, look. It's got half a worm in it.
I think that might come in handy. Oh, half a worm. That means he ate the other half. That's funny. I hope you feel bad about that, Brandon. I don't like this character very much. And I don't know how I should feel about that sometimes. I'm like, well, I mean, he can't be that bad, can he? But no, he is pretty bad.
I'd rather be fishing, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't know. This might be a bad idea to carry around this apple. It'll be the first thing I dump if I need to pick something up and I don't have space for it. In fact, I might even just dump it at any point. Alright. Oh, I forgot. So I might even have to go all the way back to, like, my hometown. I guess it's my hometown. Might need to go all the way back there to find the moonstone, because the moonstone, like the stones, like I was saying before, they're just dumped all over the place. They just appear in random... I don't know if it's random, but they don't... How do I put that? Well, look, they just show up sometimes, not all the times. And it's probably on particular screens that have a chance to spawn them or something like that, but... Yeah. And the guy who repaired this bridge just sort of ran off. He said he was going to get my saw back for me, but he hasn't given me my saw back. I suspect I will never see that saw again. This is the tree he chopped down with it. We've encountered a lot of magic in this world so far. That's nice to think about. A nice magical world. If I can take this marble back.
That fits tight,
Yeah.
even without glue.
No, it doesn't look like I can. The forest altar is where we unlocked our amulet, I believe. I may be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Would like to find a moonstone. Oh, okay, this dark forest area has no exits except for the one we came in. There's nothing there. Pretty good flute playing in this game, huh?
Where are these tears coming from?
Good question. No. Doesn't seem to be any other points of interest here, though. That's the letter that we needed for some reason. We don't need it anymore, I think. I'll probably dump it back at home, just so it's kept neatly. Let's do that. While I'm searching for moonstones, we'll tidy up after ourselves. This is our grandfather. He's still turned to stone.
Grandfather, can you hear me?
Brendan's an idiot. He thinks that his grandfather might answer him even though he's being completely petrified.
I thought my sandals were in here. Anything in here?
Wait, sandals? Wait. The old man under the tree asked about shoes. He did. I swear it. So,
Anything else in here?
if Brandon has sandals that might be lying around in this area, we need to search.
The tree was right. The land is dying. I can...
Oh,
The tree was right. The land
fair
is
enough.
dying. I can see plenty of dead trees from here.
Plenty of dead trees. Okay. Let's try.
It fell into the vase. Hello again. It fell into the vase. Hello again.
How strange.
It fell into the vase. Hello again. It fell into the vase. Hello again.
Is this like a
It
storage
fell into the vase.
locker
Hello again.
for the game? Like,
It
they
fell
like
into the vase.
expect you to go to your home to
Hello
store your
again.
gear?
Anything in here? Anything?
I was hoping that.
Perhaps my magic can heal grandfather.
Yeah, I just realized that that was an option as well. That's why I clicked it.
I'm sorry, grandfather. I thought it might work. Rocks. Several rocks.
Why didn't you
Why
pick
do I
them
keep
up?
touching this?
Why didn't you
How
pick them
can
up?
these help?
They would have helped you before if you picked
Rocks.
them up when I first clicked on them.
Nice big sign, but I guess we should have used the boards to make a front.
Make a front door, he was about to say. Because the evil Malcolm just walked in the front door, and apparently if there was a front door it might have stopped him, according to Brandon. We healed this tree with our magic as well. I guess that was training us to know that we could heal things in nature using our magic. Which we did, we used it to heal a bird. Oh look, a garnet. That's kind of useless. We already know that doesn't work. Why am I picking it up? I don't know. Oh, Bryn was in here as well. Maybe she'll be back. Now that we've explored a cave. She's not.
No donations accepted, I
guess.
Dance of the Mystics. The Kyrandian Royal Chalice. The Ancient Chiropot. That must be Bryn's mother. This window looks great at night with...
Yeah. Brandon, you're kind of dumb. Me too. But I've got an excuse. I wasn't written badly. I'm just, you know, not clever. That's one other thing that I find strange about this game. Look at the scribbly bark texture everywhere. And then other scenes are just really nicely rendered and don't have scribbly bark textures. Pardon me. It's been a long day. What's the chance that the moonstone is just not going to appear again? I feel like it's pretty high. Look how beautifully rendered this tree is. I suspect they might have just run out of time, and those ones that they had scribbled on were just sort of semi-placeholder artwork that ended up staying. These two have not been particularly useful. Let's see what they say now.
What are you doing back here, Burton? You must find Xanthia and Fairywood.
What?
What are you doing back here, Burton? You must find Xanthia and Fairywood.
Are they the two spirits, maybe, that are just trapped in the cavern? I think it's possible. Alright. We're tracking down a moonstone, I think. This guy wanted shoes. See, he's got no shoes on. Where are your sandals, Brandon?
Can't you see? I'm trying to rest.
Ooh, sorry, old
Can't
man.
you see? I'm trying to rest.
Is that bird always here?
Say something else. Give the bird something cool, like this. Got half a worm in it, maybe the bird wants it. Oh well. Let's go this way. Moonstone. No. Oh wait, we already explored over here, didn't we? We did. Yeah, we definitely did. No moonstones in this section. Actually, I'm starting to get nervous that I'm not going to find a moonstone now. I think I may have actually explored all the screens at this point. I don't want to turn this into another mapping project. I said I was enjoying it before, but I'm glad I'm done with it. If this turns into another mapping project, I'll just have to do it. I've committed to... I've committed enough, right? It's like, you can't just stop now. Once you've done this much. If you need more map, you just make more map.
I wish I had
randomly
time to soak my feet.
Picked
Quite
up
a flow for such a small
something
spring.
out of this spring. Was it the moonstone?
I wish I had time to soak my feet.
It might have been, you know. I just don't remember. Yeah, so the obvious thing to do is look at a walkthrough at this point. I just hate doing that. Like, I really do want to finish all the games, like, legitimately. Or as close to legitimately as I can. So maybe, like, if I'm talking to someone and they have a tip, I'll work with it. But, not everyone has a tip either. So, wait. Oh, I don't know. A little confused then, I guess. This is just north of the... I forget where this is. Oh no, this is the cave. Okay. So what we need to find has to be somewhere around here. Maybe I can talk to this plant
Good
again.
luck, Mr. Bush. I think you'll need it in this neighborhood.
Can I give you this? No. Hmm. I'm really not sure if I should be hitting the walkthrough now. Wait. Old man.
Are these my new shoes?
Right, that's how I got him to mention new shoes. If I try and give him something, he then says, "Oh, are these my new shoes?" I need to find him some new shoes. That's part of the puzzle. But is it part of the current puzzle, or is it something that I have to deal with later? It so looks like there should be path going off to the right from here. Acorns, maybe?
You'd think there'd be some...
No. Don't go north. Don't talk. Well, we've looked everywhere and we haven't got a moonstone showing up, so that was my plan. We haven't tried putting an apple core in the altar, but I don't think that's the right move. I'm not going to waste time looking to do that. We probably need to... explore some more. That old man is like the only human that we can interact with other than the wizard. And he wants shoes. And he thinks, our character, Brandon, thinks he left shoes inside of a pot in his home, but they're not showing up. I wonder if I put enough junk in the pot that his shoes will come out somehow. Like, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm like coming up with random maybe solutions. It seems very implausible, to be honest. I could try it. We tried all of these stones. None of these worked. We have an emerald. Apple, which is, I believe, useless. Oh, I can't even dump it here. Well, let's get rid of the peridot. I don't need to leave two peridots here. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that word. Oh, let's get rid of that one too. We've got well-organized jewels. We have
Nice
this.
work.
I guess one of these was moonstone. But to be honest, like, garnet or ruby. This thingo. What do you call it? Topaz. No, aquamarine. Topaz. And garnet or ruby. So I swear I had a moonstone. I swear. Did I throw it down the well? Was that the one that I threw down the well by accident? No, because I had 12. By the time I got back here, I had 12 stones. I just don't remember if moonstone was one of them, but I'm pretty sure there was a moonstone. I may have ended my game by accident back then, if that's the case. I'm definitely going to have to look at a walkthrough just to figure this out. I don't know where I'm up to now. I feel like the only answer is... The right thing to do for me at the moment is to look at a walkthrough. This might be premature though. I'm just thinking, like, if I stop streaming now and come back tomorrow, what's the chances that I'll actually solve this without looking at a walkthrough? Should I delay looking at a walkthrough now? Like, not actually search for it and come back to the stream fresh and see what we can find? Maybe. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. Yeah, because what I'm trying to do is... So there's a... What's the name of that place again? The Pantheon of Moonlight. And I need to unlock it. None of these stones unlocked it. I haven't tried... The only thing I've got in my inventory at all is the apple core that I have not tried on it. Everything else is literally... I've tried everything. I remember having a moonstone, and that might have been the one that I accidentally dropped down the well. And if that was the only moonstone in the game, I might be screwed. So should I look up a walkthrough or not? This is a concern. I don't know if it would respawn as well, and where it was when I found it originally, if it does respawn. All the stones that I needed for the Earthstone thing worked.
Hello? Anybody down there?
Maybe I could throw this down there and make a wish. I'm gonna save the game and do that. I'm really stuck at the moment. Let's try it.
Something's happening down there.
Oh, something's happening. What?
Huh? A moonstone.
I needed... That's... Did I just... I'm so glad I didn't look at a walkthrough. I was on the edge of looking at a walkthrough. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that just happened. At the last... Like, literally the last minute. I was about to look up a walkthrough. I can't believe that just happened. That's fantastic. So we just have to go back into the cave system, and I mean, and I've mapped it perfectly, so we can go in and follow the map. So I'm pleased. Oh, that couldn't have gone better. I really was stumped. This is exciting. I think like they should teach me how to float, and then I can float across the cavern, and then I'm not sure what happens next. I don't have any expectations beyond that. Wow. So all that time making this map was worth it. I'm so happy. Hopefully he doesn't get locked in again. Yeah, good. Oh, I'm so glad I mapped this. It would be a real pain if I just tried to do it from memory all the time. Which is what I normally do. Hey, I just noticed that I haven't dropped a berry here. I feel compelled to complete that. I'll do it later on my way out. Suppose I could take one of these and just go to it now. I'm so compelled to do this, even though I know it's pretty pointless. There you go. I did it. I've got a perfect map now, and I've been in every room in the system, but I just felt compelled to make sure I marked that door as safe with a berry. Alright. Let's do it.
The moonstone fits.
Thank
I'm
goodness for that.
brilliant.
I'm brilliant.
The whole place is lit up with moonlight.
Thank you, thank you.
And now, as we promised,
I feel strange. One of the gems on my amulet is now glowing purple.
Thanks for the information, Brandon, you idiot. Whoa. Cool. I'm a floating globe thing. Oh wow, the room's purple now. That's kind of cool. I like that. Alright, and how do we get back there? Oh, that's really easy. You just go straight west until you can't, and then south, and then west, and then north. I wonder how long he'll stay like this. I prefer this version of Brandon, because he doesn't talk. Oh, I haven't tried clicking on him. Let me try that.
It feels like I'm completely weightless.
He does talk. That's annoying. Better when Brandon doesn't talk. He's so annoying. And, like, oh. Maybe he'll grow on me after a while, but probably not. I think I'm just gonna hate this character the whole game. And that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Maybe that was the intention of the game designers. Like, we've got to have a character who's not heroic, who's not cool, who's not nice, but he's not the bad guy either. How do I stop being a floating guy? Like, can I...
I guess I'll have to wait for my amulet to regain its power.
Okay. Can I still play the flute?
There's nothing I can do with it when I'm like this.
Oh, okay. Can I use the scroll?
There's nothing I can do with it when...
That's cool. That's cool. How long did this last? Like, this is way too long, man. Oh, no. This room's probably like a dark cave that I'll get eaten in if I don't have berries with me. Oh, they won't last the next transition either. I'm just going to save here, just in case this game decides to kill me when I go to the next room. Wow. I can't believe that just happened too, with the moonstone thing. I was like, I'm going to try throwing this down the well, because you never know. Oh my gosh. The coin. The wish.
Fresh air.
I mean, it makes sense. So, the game designers did a good job, but I was really worried. Like, did I actually throw the moonstone down there? I did. I'm an idiot. Maybe Brandon did it on purpose. Maybe I didn't actually click on the well. Crazy. Is that part of the game? Is that... Like, is that intentional? I'm gonna have to look at a walkthrough after this is all over and, like, confirm. Because... that just makes me hate Brandon, like, just another notch. If that's the case. If it's always gonna happen, Brandon hate goes up. Wow. Wow. Well, this apple's not been eaten. Oh, it's time to save as well. Just, you know, new area. Got somewhere new to explore. Probably going to run into Malcolm and get our head blown up or something. Let's go. I gotta click on the background and see if he has anything to say. Look at that huge planet out there. I mean, it could be a moon, but it's massive. Fantasyland is cool. Alright, starting to feel like...
If there's a merchant near here, I'll get new socks.
What just happened? If there's a merchant near here, I'll get new socks, and then a tree branch falls on his head?
Where am I?
I don't get it, man.
My head.
We're in
What am
Xanthia's
I doing
laboratory.
here? Did you transport me magically?
You got hit on the head and I dragged you in here.
Makes sense.
Who are you?
I am Xanthia.
And this is
You
my
must
laboratory.
be Brandon. You were a child the last time I saw you.
So, what's in the cauldron? A potion for time travel?
No, this is my laundry.
Oh.
Did Darm and Bryn at least get all the gems activated on your amulet?
I have 2.
2? Probably Healing and Will-O-Wisp.
They said they didn't have much magic left.
Nobody has much magic left.
Can you help me?
Why don't you just go up to the castle and give it a try with what you've got?
Fine with me. I'll go, but how do I get there?
Oh, didn't Darm do anything?
He recommended I come see you.
She paced.
Okay, I'll give you what I can, but I don't care if you are the prince.
Prince.
I'm not giving up my wardrobe spell or my enchanted aquarium.
The prince? Who's a prince?
They didn't tell you? I can't believe they would do this.
She's not going to tell him either, though, right?
Listen,
she's
Brandon,
pacing.
we're in trouble. Go to the enchanted fountain
I'm not going to tell
and
him.
fill a flask for me. I'll get things set up for your potions.
Okay. Fill up a flask for you. Alright, we've got a flask. Where did she tell us to go? I wasn't actually paying proper attention. Let me ask her.
Are you a donkey?
Yes.
Go get the magic water.
Magic water. Where? Oh, I guess I'll just travel and find out. Can I pull on this cord? Or pick up this? Or anything? Doesn't even have anything weird to say.
It smells like a strange combination of herbs and spices. I'm stuck.
Alright, you don't eat the laundry. I don't care if you're starving. You got an apple right here.
A prince? Prince of what?
Wow, look at this. This is cool looking. That's cool. Oh, an alligator maybe? Am I gonna get eaten? Seems like there's only one way to go, little man. Oh, Malcolm! How you going?
Ahoy there, matey. How goes your quest?
I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Are you ready now? Shall we joust?
Joust.
At this moment, I only seek water from the fountain.
What a shame. My finger bath is boring now, and I must have some fun. Perhaps some hide and seek will amuse us both. If you need water, you'll have to fix the fountain first. I cannot tell you where to look, for that is neither fair nor fun.
What? The expression on Brandon's face was pretty funny.
So much for enchantment.
Well, now we have to go looking for whatever that thing that he just stole is. Alright.
Aren't there any easy parts? Aren't there any easy parts?
Okay, that's all you got to say? Alright, fine. So we could go any direction from here.
Aren't there any easy parts?
I think this is a really good spot to end it, actually, because, like, I got a very clear objective to pick up from when I start streaming tomorrow. And, I may start the stream a little late tomorrow night. I might even push it back on the schedule because we're trying to do a family movie night with the kids. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll push it back like maybe half an hour or so, just to make sure there's plenty of time to watch a movie. Yeah, surprisingly, actually, I've had a lot of fun, even though I hate this main character. Like, I don't like him. Maybe hate's a strong word. He's not a... There's so many suave and cool characters, or even funny characters, in a lot of the other adventure games you might play. Whereas this one's just, like, straight up, like, you shouldn't like this guy. He's bad. He's not good. He's not fun. It's been, like, the game itself. Neat puzzles. An interesting maze. Like, they did it. They made an interesting maze. This maze, I enjoyed it. My first rounds through it. And I had fun sitting here and just mapping it. This maze, from Flight of the Amazon Queen, you can tell I didn't like it. Look at it. It's messy. It's not obvious what it does. But, I mean, it worked. It worked, but I mapped the entire place before I found the exit that I was looking for. You know what? Flight of the Amazon Queen, I still enjoyed it, but that maze was not fun. This maze was fun, and I'm kind of proud of the fact that I sat down and had fun doing it. Like, I didn't expect to have fun doing that in an adventure game. You know, like a dungeon crawler with randomly generated maps, and you have to like find the keys and stuff. Manually drawing a map from them is something that you used to have to do, and modern games do it for you. But back then it felt fun, and now I typically wouldn't have patience for it. But this maze had just enough going for it that made it fun, even all these years later. So that's good. I'm going to save it right here. I don't know if I did or not, but I'm saving it right now. And I will be back tomorrow, like maybe half an hour later than I normally stream. And yeah, I actually look forward to the next step here. I'm not, like, this game hasn't made me hate the game. I just don't like the main character. And I also don't like the enemy. Like, Malcolm seems like a weird, annoying character as well, but, you know, that's the way I expect to feel about the bad guy. The good guy, I feel like I should be like, yeah, I'm doing it. We're doing it. You know, I don't feel like he represents me in the game. He represents an idiot kid who's doing the wrong thing. Like, especially when it comes to like dropping a moonstone down a well, not throwing the rock over his shoulder while he's blindfolding himself. Like, who's he showing off for? He's the only person in the room. Like, come on. But the game itself is fun, and I just don't like that character. And I accept that that character's doing stupid stuff, and I have to like pick up after him. And that's why I don't like it, because I have to pick up after him. That's probably it. I don't like him because I have to pick up after him. His self-centered and conceited and like rude and not nice. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I can remember a character like that I felt that way about as a main character in any adventure games. But yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for watching, especially if you picked up the VOD and you sat through all of this one, then you're a hero, and I appreciate you doing that. And if you haven't already clicked follow at that point, then I don't know what would make you do it, but thank you. Alright, I'll see you all next time.